All right, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time it is, wherever in the world it is that you are. Welcome once more to another live stream of IRL News Time meets Alexandra Mayers Live. I'm me, Alexandra. So today is going to be a 1 hour Ask Me Anything. I'm going to go ahead and I guess I'll bring up the chat. That's what I'll do. And yes, I have a cat over here today. Actually, there's three. Hopefully, we only deal with one. Let's see here. Hope all of you have a nice 4th of July. That's coming up. It's going to be a good rest of the year. I have a feeling about that. I have a good feeling about that. Okay. Actually, what I'll do, I want to keep this cat up here because if this particular cat gets down, he will start meowing extensively. Likes to talk. All right, how are we going to do this? I want to be able to see all the comments. Well, put your little claws back in. All right. Cancel this. Join. Got it? Yeah. Hello, Tony MC. You're the first one to come in. I'm doing well. Today is an Ask Me Anything for 1 hour. I'll be here till about 4 p.m. Actually, I'll leave a little bit earlier because I have some other things to do. My favorite type of music right now, new retro wave. New retro wave is my favorite as of current. Um, I like 80s music a lot. I'm big into that. But I like a lot of the new retro wave artists. That's what I'm into. I like my own music. You can check it out on alexandramayersmusic.com. Biggest goal? Good question. To wrap up all my IRL related projects. I want to wrap them all up because all right, get down. Going into 2024, there's some other stuff that I have on the plate that I want to do, and this was a fun past few years. It was fun. I didn't mean to enter certain communities as much as I have, but I want to wrap all that up and in 2024 focus on some other things, truthfully. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it won't be stuff that I really live stream that much. I'm kind of going into a privater arena of my life. I don't have a cat. I cat sit. I don't have any cats. When I was younger, over the years, I've had two cats. I've had a dog. I've had a total of three birds. But I'm just cat sitting. Oh, it makes sense. Actually, what you just said, Smitty, I consider to be a rather veiled insult. We're all entitled to our opinions. But yeah, I have a lot going on this year when I think about it. But it's been fun doing the IRL thing. I feel like it was more of a foray into revisiting how certain types of organized crime has developed. That's what it's been. But I just it's been really interesting getting to know some people online, but some people just have zero respect for boundaries. And there have been some people who I've connected with over the years who just this year I realized how detrimental they've been to my life. So, I just, you can only block people so much. Sometimes you just need to leave the game altogether. And that's what I want to do. And that's what I'm going to do. Yes, I do. You can go over to a YouTube channel called Porn News Today. I have been meaning to do more with that channel, and because of other things that I've been drawn into, I haven't. And I want to do more with that channel. I want to do more with that attached website too. So that's part of the reason why I don't want to talk to certain people anymore. It's not worth it to me if people don't return the energy that I put out for them. Not at all. I'll tell you, over the next few years, I have half a mind to start an adult content studio. Not next year, not the year after that, probably when I'm close to 50. I think I'll do that because I have a lot of ideas. Good question. What do obesity and bad mothers have in common? Oh, you're bad, whoever you are. Crime Stoppers. You know, yeah. I don't want, women who are single with no children truly cannot connect very often with women who have children. Okay. Sometimes you want to, but no. I was on Controla's panel last night. I was on her panel last night, and I think that she's improved. But she brought up Trisha Licious, and I don't want to cover either of them anymore, truthfully. She was asking me if I would cover a recent incident that happened with Trisha Licious. I may not. The thing is that both women just need to stop talking about each other and focus on themselves and stop acting stupid online, really. They will be so much happier if they just forgot that one another exists. No, I wasn't drunk yesterday. I was sober. Yes, I am painting, but I'm not sharing my paintings so much anymore. Well, you know what, co-host, if I didn't hear it, it didn't happen. Some of you think that certain things that I do are specifically because of him, but there are some things that a lot of you don't know when it comes to that situation that are specifically because of me. So, I mean, let me tell you something, because I know some people are watching who shouldn't be watching and who I will never communicate with again, or that I will never communicate with, period, because I don't care about you. David DeCoo could do pretty much anything in the world, and I would still want to make sure Emilio Villani in J Courts cannot do what he's doing to DeCoo to anybody else. Okay? David DeCoo could say the worst things about me on the planet, but I would still expose certain things about Jennifer Katz that she would rather not be out there, but that are public knowledge, but that have been buried. It's not really about David DeCoo. Certain things are about me. He just happens to be in the equation. That's what you need to understand. I don't idolize him. That's weird that you would say that. That's very strange that you would say that. I idolize people like Oprah Winfrey, Janet Jackson, Aretha Franklin, Tina Turner, Diana Ross, Michelle Obama, Omarosa Manigault Newman. That's who I idolize. That's really weird that you would say that. That's strange. I don't care if he's mad at me or not. I don't care. I don't care. Truth be told, nobody should ever be mad at me. They should just be mad at themselves. You idolize Nicki Minaj? Mm. As of current, oh, I'm in love with those Austin hard ciders, the original ones. Those are very good. I like those. I don't even know who Johnny Rebel is. Why would you bring up, I gotta block you. Why would you bring up child abuse in my chat room? This is what I'm saying. I think some of you are solid Satanists. Why would you bring up, why would you do that? This is gross. I can't have an ask me anything without y'all going buck wild. Shit. So, anyway, when it comes to what anyone really thinks about me nowadays, sometimes I care, but the older I'm getting, the less and less and less I care. When it comes to me choosing to continue a project or not continue a project, a lot of it has to do with the amount of gratitude and appreciation. If it's there, I keep going. If it's not there, I don't keep going. Oh, so many of you are so scared of black women. You really are. And I'm glad. Don't come in here dissing Oprah. Don't diss Oprah. That's one of my idols. Favorite pizza topping? Um, Lately mushrooms. I like mushrooms. I'm not aware of that. 6079, that's not something I know about. Well, truth be told, right now he doesn't have anything else to talk about. I've probably given him more attention than anyone else has in a very long time. But if you look back at earlier videos on this channel, meaning the IRL News Time channel, you'll learn. Yes, Oprah is a legend, a living legend. She's amazing. And this person who is a criminal is not allowed in my chat room. Mm-mm. Some of you think certain things are games, and maybe for you it is. Maybe for you it is. But it won't be so funny when people that you care about experience exactly what you dished out. All right, who else has questions for me? Best book for men sexually hooking up with women? There is no such book. That's not the best route to take. I don't advise that for men or women. I'll tell you who really knows women when I really think about it, who's very knowledgeable about women. A male performer I knew in the adult industry known as Nick Manning. Nick Manning really knows women. So I don't know if he ever wrote a book or not, but he knows women. Thank you, Kels. All women hold a unique form of beauty. All women do. But black women are specifically targeted with a tremendous amount of hate from a lot of different groups. And you'd have to be a black woman to understand it. You know Nick Manning? That's nice. I don't know. I haven't kept up with him. I don't know. But he just came to mind when it came to that question about hooking up with women. Because even though he went into the profession that he did, from some conversations that I've had with him, he's not about hooking up with women and he just has a good understanding of the female mind. I've come across a few men who have really understood women over the years when I think about it. There's been a few. You know who is good with women? I just spoke to him last night on Controller's panel. That young man Q, which is interesting because he's very young, but he's very good when it comes to communicating with women. Amazingly so. I wonder why. Because when I think about it, for him to be able to contend with myself and her on one panel and get along, that's quite the feat when I really sit here and I think about that. So he's one. That's funny. Okay, Glock 40. Well, if he's done with me, he's done. I don't really care. Can you be in this chat room without bringing up a fictitious character that David DeCoop plays? Is that possible for you, Glock 40, or no? If it's possible, you can stay. If it's not possible, you have to go. I don't care. This is about me. Did I ever make an appearance on Howard Stern? Thank God, no. Why did I flash on live stream? Because I felt like it. Sometimes I drink and sometimes I get silly. Sometimes I make bad decisions, sometimes I make good decisions. But I don't regret that decision. As far as it being professional, well, in my profession, it is professional. Do I like jambalaya? No, I don't. I don't at all. I don't. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. I only have a couple that are actually good. Only a couple. Oh, I know we're all human. I mean, where I'm at right now, especially considering some communities that I've been in, what I've come to realize is that, especially being a Black woman, no matter what I do, I'm going to be criticized. No matter what I do, people are going to come after me. No matter what I do, people are going to tell lies about me, slander me, do whatever they can do, whatever they can say. Nothing I ever do is ever good enough for certain people for a multitude of reasons, which is why I don't care so much anymore. Well, I do got it, which is great. Well, it's not really my circle, it's some communities that I inadvertently fell into, which is why I'm disconnecting. They are going to chase me a little bit because they want to abuse. It's their personalities, it's their energies, it's their spirits. It's really sick. But there are some people in my life that I'm enough for, and I'm very grateful for those people. But I don't want the energy of people that I'm not enough for to touch me anymore. I also don't like people who play games with me or who try to manipulate to intensify the energy of a certain connection or to try to entice me to chase them, because I don't chase anybody anymore. I used to, not now. But you'll notice that there are some people in this chat who are trying to do something. Hello, see you next. The answer is no, Bunny Boo. The answer is no. Not because that family would not try, it's just impossible. Okay. You'd have to take a look at the IRL News Time channel to learn who Q is. He also uses the moniker Hurricane, spelt with a Q. But no, he's not a part of the adult industry. I actually don't think that he approves at all of the adult industry. Well, I'm not saying that people can't attempt it. Do I think it's a good idea? No, I don't. And just because the person at one point in their time in their life goes into an arena to where they're very successful, it doesn't mean that they're well rounded. It doesn't mean that they're completely happy. I just don't think it's a good idea. Actually, when I think about it, what you just said, they became NFL and NBA players. Probably would have been better doctors or lawyers. Yet they were encouraged only into athletics. Mm. Just a thought. No, I don't do any more performing anymore. That's done. But I am thinking in the future I might open an adult content studio because I do have some ideas. I don't expect everyone to agree with me, Bunny Boo. I'll tell you this, I don't think it was a good idea for me to be raised in my early years in a predominantly white neighborhood. I don't think it was good for me at all. Exactly, Kels. I'm not saying that there are not well meaning people of all ethnicities. There absolutely are. But what I am saying is my opinion. None of your business, Kenny. I know who Timothy is. You're not welcome in here at all. Goodbye. Thanks. See you next. You're probably a very good person, Bunny Boo. You're probably a very good person. But certain people have certain opinions, and I have my opinions. If we lived in an ideal world, things would be different, but we do not live in an ideal world. And I wish we did. I was very idealistic for many, many, many years. My early blogs prove that. But certain things that I thought were true have been proved to be incorrect for me. So, what else? We have about 30 more minutes of Alexandra Mayer's Ask Me Anything Day. 30 more minutes. You know, it's funny you say that. See you next. I'm going to tell you something. The bitch who filed the false charges on me. You know what she said about me and a blackmail streamer who she stalked also? That we're both stubborn. And then whenever she speaks to ethnic streamers, she uses like what I guess she considers her fake ghetto vocabulary. It's funny to me because those of you watching, you can see what See You Next avatar is. It's a rebel flag. See You Next is not someone who's dangerous to me. You know who's dangerous to me? the white woman who hates that she has absolutely no actual power over Black Americans. It's not See You Next who thinks like that. It's the woman who tries to force Black people to be her friend and then decides to be a cop calling Karen when they tell her to go to hell. Yeah, it is none of your business. That's why I posted it on there. I don't know who Just Gooby is. I don't want you in here because you did add to it, Carolyn. As I told you the other day, I don't hate you, but I know exactly who's involved in what I'm contending with legally right now. You, Carolyn, a public figure known as William Brace, and a public figure known as Michael Wallace. You, in conjunction with the methamphetamine addict, are four people who really don't ever need to talk to me again. Please. Because I know what you did. I know you hate people like that. That's why I like you. Would I say a man understanding the female mind, stimulating intellectually or sexually? A man who wants to connect with a woman, first and foremost, needs to connect with her intellectually. If possible, on a comedic level. If you can connect with somebody and really laugh with them, that's a real connection. Anything after that is easy. But you have to be able to make one another laugh. Pros and cons of the adult industry. Pro, you understand a part of life that very few people understand. Con, there's a certain stigma due to people in our society who are very jealous that you will never be able to shake. And that stigma is something that both men and women go to great lengths to perpetuate. Because both my parents are incredibly attractive and intelligent people. No, I don't, Heidi. No. And See You Next to answer to that question was better than my answer. What state did I grow up in? Primarily Texas and Florida. I was born in Washington, Kirkland. I was raised primarily in Texas and later Florida. Hmm. Boxers or briefs? It depends on the guy's body type. It depends. It depends. Um, Preferably cut off jean shorts when I really think about it, or cargo pants. I guess you have to wear underwear underneath the cargo pants, but I once dated a very sexy guy who only wore cut off jean shorts, not really short, not like Daisy Dukes or anything, but the way that he wore them, it was hot, or cargo pants, cargo shorts. Yeah, yeah. Not depends. I didn't even mean to click that. Someone's funny. Depends? No, not depends. Don't even say that because I'm getting older, and the guys that are available to me are older now, and I'm not looking for a guy rocking Depends. Shit, I have a soothing voice. Yeah, I do. That's why this particular cat likes me. As far as I've noticed that whenever I'm talking a lot or working, this cat comes in here. Come here, come here. You want to come over here? Yes, you do. Come here. Oh, big girl, big. Oh, this one's a boy actually. Say hi. Don't scratch. Say hi. He's like, fuck you. All right. What's the oldest I'd go? Um, Not too old nowadays. Not too old. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Possibly 50, because I'm 44. It has to be. I need somebody who's still kind of youthful. You can be older, but I can't deal with anyone who's like a little old man. And sometimes younger guys are like little old men nowadays. So, it depends on the person. It depends on the person. What's the youngest I'd go? Um, I would not go younger at this stage than 38. I wouldn't go younger than 38. For Dateline or something. Well, I kind of have my own little media network. I do my own little podcast. Money's not a factor so much for me because I work, I take care of myself. I'm not looking for somebody to take care of me. If they had more than me, that would be nice. I'm not gonna, say that that wouldn't be great, but that's not a factor. Well, it's weird that you don't understand that I do host my own streams. I mean, what I'm doing is the future. I'm hosting my own show right now. Look at the amount of online media that I've produced, that I narrate, that I'm the host of. It's weird that you wouldn't give me credit for that, actually, when I think about it. I wonder about some of you out there watching me. I'm not sexually attracted to him. I know a lot of you think that I am, but I'm not. No. Let's see. When it comes to the live streaming community, or just I'll give you examples of physically what I'm sexually attracted to. Okay. In the live streaming community, you'd have to follow the group that I communicate with to know. There's a guy known as Blue Ray. I don't know what his personality is like because he's quiet, but he to me is very attractive, and I'll tell you why. To me, his face and his body don't quite go together, and I find that incredibly interesting. He kind of has a nerdy face to me. I don't know why I think this. He's not ugly at all, but it's just something about his face to where I think to myself, geek. But then he's an ex bodybuilder and he has an amazing physique, very good genetics. He looks young for his age too. Someone like that, ideal. Um, Sunny IRL. I love what he looks like, especially since he's lost weight. He looks like a younger version of himself now. It's great. It's great. I'm very happy he did that weight loss. Who else? I'll just use those two as examples. Celebrity wise, um, I always thought Wesley Snipes was an absolutely beautiful man. You don't see many like him. Everything about him is amazing. Hard to find. Keanu Reeves, I like that look. There's other looks that are attractive, but just because someone is attractive doesn't mean I find them sexually appealing. Because I have a weird mind too. Oh, you like him too? See you next. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised you like him too. Yeah. Oh, someone's trying to hate on him. Get out of here. Get out of here. Bush or no bush? For me, minimal. For other people, I guess it depends on who you're with and what their preference is when it comes to that kind of a thing. The most advantageous field of study. I would never answer that question. I don't recommend anybody go into that world. And usually people who like have the agenda of going into it, I definitely don't want to talk to. No, 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 no. I used to entertain questions like that, but not anymore. I feel like I'm the kind of person who will only give advice to people who are already in there and who want to survive, not outsiders. The Jacksons in here are not real people. I know this. Stop doing what you're doing. All right, you guys have about 15 more minutes with me because I'm going to dip out early. Any other questions? I feel like I was interrogated today. It was all right, though. It was all right. I visited Europe in the past. I have no plans to go anytime in the future. I want to, there's a few more US states that I want to visit. I've been to most, but there's a few I haven't been to. So, you know, I plan to do that. No, you're not, Jackson. I know you're not real. You're playing around. You can play, just keep it within reason. The weirdest place? I'd rather not say. I've answered that question before, but I'm not answering today. Mm-mm. No. Well, I can answer. Honestly, the weirdest place would be on a set, in front of a film crew. That's when I think about it from my mental state now, that was a different kind of circumstance. I wouldn't say weird. It would be weird to most people, but I'm glad I had the experience. But it's not for everybody at all. Uh-uh. Where do I see myself in 5 years? I'll be back in the entertainment industry, probably sooner. Not the independent, but I'll either be an entertainment agent or I'll be producing media. One of the two. No, I did not date Attila Bach. When I hung out with him, he was still married. We were strictly platonic. Nothing happened with the exception of the stream when donators donated for me to get down to my booty shorts and twerk. That was the only thing remotely sexual that he got to do with me. And he didn't get to do he had to sit there and watch. That's it. All right, see you next. I like that I connected with you too. You proved me wrong when it came to a little bit of a stereotype that I had, and I appreciate you. Is there one stream I regret doing? No. There's some things I've done on camera that I think people want me to regret, but I don't. The only thing I regret, I don't regret anything I've done on live stream, but I regret that I lent my energy to certain people's live streams. You know, there's some people that I just wish I'd never ever spoken to or communicated with. But as far as my actions, no regrets. No, I can't, Jedi. Nope, I cannot. Any other questions? Because I could dip out early. Maybe I'll do that. That's your opinion, Sandra. That's your opinion. Different men are different ways. Anyone I've seen on IRL and I wonder how they are. Let me think. How they are as in like in person, personality wise. Here's a few. Here's a few. I don't think about it too much. Any regrets doing adult movies? No. I would have chosen a different name. I would have called myself something like Ebony Diamond. That's the only thing that I would have changed. I would have called myself something like Ebony Diamond or I don't know. Um, Chocolate Love. Just something more fun. That's what I would have done. The last time I was in love, I might be in love right now. But here's what I do know and what I've learned over the years. Keep my personal relationships to myself. So If I wasn't in love right now, I wouldn't tell you. If I was in love right now, I wouldn't tell you. And whoever it would be, I wouldn't say one damn thing. Does size matter? Yes. It absolutely does. But not in the way that you may think. Not at all. Ooh, this person is definitely not welcome in here. Mm-mm. All right, I'm going to get going. Thank you for hanging out with me for about the past hour. Today's AMA, Ask Me Anything. Um, have a great rest of your day.